Good morning, everybody, or evening. Patrick here, have Cheetah will view. Uh, Fireworks are petering out as far as that goes. Just a couple of sporadics here and there, not too heavy. Not unlike Chicago. That's some Dirty Harry shit over there. All right. Well, this will be a somewhat working stream. I got some things I gotta do. You guys are more than hang out with me and chill. Uh, let's see. Hey, Mark. How are you, sir? Aloha. Hey, Katie. Wow, you're up late. Uh, I saw your videos of your parade. That was cool. Yeah, beautiful day. Like I said, it was a beautiful day unless you were in Chicago, and maybe not so beautiful in there. Hey, bud, how are you? Celebrating our independence, our Independence Day, our freedoms. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'd like to say thank you right off the bat for yesterday. We had an awesome interview with film director Adam Marcus. As a matter of fact, here's one of the my cohorts right there. Eric. Oh yeah, that was awesome, man. That was so cool. You, me, and the Bat, Alucard, tearing it up last night. Had an awesome show. That was a lot of fun. Aloha to you, monkey. That was a really good interview. That's and I really thought that he laid it right on the line too. Like he was hoping that we wouldn't just be coming in with the same old six questions. And that's why I had to sit there and say, hey, anybody knows that anything about what we've been interviewing knows that we don't bring just six questions. We bring a lot more. Hey, Stephen, and another collaborator, Stephen from the House of Horrors. We are getting ready to celebrate Mark Polonia Week. Um, some guy went all Scorpio in Chicago. Yeah, I agree with that, Eric, for sure. I think that's probably what he was expecting, and I think he was very pleasantly surprised to find out that we let off with his art. I think he was very tickled by that. But we're more than just we're more than just like more than just Scream or Halloween ends, right? We have a slightly bigger vision than just that little narrow walkway. So so I was glad to see. I'm glad to see he enjoyed the interview. You and Al and myself, I think we were blessed to have Adam come on and kick ass as much as he did. Now, I will tell you guys, since you guys are all here, on the July 28th, I will be having Crystal Lowe will be joining us. Actress Crystal Lowe will be joining us. She was in Wrong Turn 2. She was in Final Destination 3. She has been in her very first appearance, her very first movie on screen, Insomnia, with Al Pacino and Robin Williams. And so I know a lot of the horror folks definitely know her. She was in the Black Christmas remake of 2006, the good remake of Black Christmas, the good one, not the bad one, the good one. Um, so she will be here, and she also is a Hallmark actress as well now. So when she comes in here, we're going to be talking. So what does it feel like getting killed in a tanning bed? And at the same time, it's going to be like, and what's Martha Williamson like to work with? I mean, I can't. I mean, it's going to be really fun because she has done so much in her career, and it's super cool. In fact, one of her co-stars in Signed, Sealed, and Delivered, the Hallmark movies and the series, is an actress named Christian Booth, and she's actually doing the new season of The Boys. She's playing Tessa on The Boys. July 28th. That will be a Thursday. That will be a Thursday at 8 p.m. So that is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see, I think we're going to see a nice mixture of both Hallmark people and horror fans. So we'll be expecting that. Very good. I'm glad. Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy this show. That's going to be a fun one. But we got some good shows coming up here, and for eight questions with. But I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about what we've been doing on Sundays. Man, we've been busting our hump on Sundays. We've had a lot of fun shows. Um, a lot of fun shows. Besides our interview with Adam Marquez yesterday, we did our deep dive into Friday the 13th, the entire series. The entire series. We did a look at Saint Maud from A24, a very good psychological film. We had the ISC Midnight Nights come out for that one. We're joined by Monty G, the horror miser. We even did some martial arts. We looked at the Fist of Legend, and then we do the first two episodes of American Ninja, which must have sparked something because I saw that Gareth from Video Tasties had a American Ninja watch party today. So that's interesting. I like that. And he's going to be interviewing the director of that movie, Sam Furstenberg. So how about that? Give it up for Garrett from Video Tasties. I'm not sure when the interview is going to be at, but I'm going to be definitely going to be. I'll be providing a link to it when it happens. No, Freddy's going to be not by us, Monkey. Nightmare on Elm Street is going to be covered by the Midnight Hour. The Midnight Hour will be doing a deep dive on the Nightmare on Elm Street. What we got coming up here for the rest of the month, we're going back to the 50s. We're going back to the 50s. We're going to be watching and covering a couple of classic 50 movies. One's called The Bat from 1959, and the other one is The Giant Gila Monster from 1959. So we are going back to the Wayback Machine for those. Because you know what? Those movies need love too, for sure. Yeah, I'm down too, Anthony. I lost 5 this week, buddy. Oh well, we'll get them back. So we're covering that. Then on the 17th, we are going to be doing the Polonia Week with House of Horrors, Stephen and Boom. We are making a road trip, as a matter of fact. Me and Al, we are going over to the House of Horrors. Hey, John, how are you? Oh man, you were missed last night, John. You were missed for the Adam Marcus interview. It was a good show, but you can catch it on replay for sure. So we're going to be doing Polonia Week on the. We're going over to House of Horrors on the 16th. at 7 p.m. Saturday on the 16th. We are heading over to see Stephen and Boomstick over on their show, and then Sunday the 17th they're making the return trip and they're heading over to our show on the Midnight Society, and we're going to be welcoming in Stephen and Miss Boomstick as our special guests for the show, and then we'll be covering a Polonia movie. We're gonna be kicking off the Polonia week with a movie. I'm not sure which one we're watching yet. It might be House Squatch again. I don't know. I know Al loves that movie. So uh, see, on the 18th, gonna have Rolando Molina. Who is Rondo Molina? I probably should know that, but I probably don't. Who is Rondo Molina? Is he a Polonia pal? And then on the 24th, on the 24th of July, me and Al, we're gonna be celebrating Christmas. That's right, it's gonna be Christmas. Oh, sure, I understand, John. That's all right. I slept pretty much all day today too, so I get it somewhat. I shouldn't say that. I understand. I understand. Hopefully you're feeling better. I'm glad you're here. And then on the 31st, so we're gonna be doing. I thought we just run this into we I thought we combo this into for the our last Sunday of the month. The ISC Midnight Nights or Midnights, ISC Midnights with a K. So we're heading to New Jersey for our first time. We're heading to New Jersey as Mike, an American Werewolf in New Jersey, is going to be hosting the IFC show for the first time. And the movie that he picked for us to watch is Werewolves Within. So I thought that we would keep that theme for the Midnight Society. And me and Al, we're going to be doing a werewolf movie. We're going to be talking about werewolves on the 31st. Hi, Ava. How are you? Hopefully, you're feeling good too. No, I hope you yeah get your rest, John, for sure. Hopefully, you're doing well too, Ava. Let's see. No, we're I don't know what movie. I know we're gonna be covering. I think we're each gonna be covering a Christmas movie. I probably will be covering Black Christmas. That might be what I might pick that movie, but for the 24th, I think that's probably what I definitely probably will. I just gotta find it. I do have it. I promise. So I'll probably be doing Black Christmas on the 28th. I also have Christmas Red or Red Christmas with D Wallace. I have that movie as well. See, Rolando Molina has done a TV including Firefly 24 and Sons of Anarchy. All right, so he's got a really good track record. Um, I know you guys are asking me about 8 questions with too, right? Oh yeah, I see all the questions in here about 8 questions. You're asking me 8 questions about 8 questions. So we're back tomorrow. Um, we're going to be having a new friend who is actually relatively new to the community. You guys have seen him around and out and about. And that will be Mr. Flixer will be here with us tomorrow night. He's going to come on in, and he is a professional. Not only is he a member of our community, but he also is a professional film critic. He writes for Horror Buzz, and he will be here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And we will be talking film journalism, horror movies, state of the films. We'll find out how he got where he got, and where did he get the title of Mr. Flickster at? Anthony's thinking about a new segment called "What I Watch." Anthony, that will probably be a very, very popular segment because you watch everything. You watch everything. I, yeah, you got one of the most variety watching habits. Um, which channel, Monkey? What which channel? Uh, Anthony did an interview with us on Eight Questions with, and I just got the news that it went past the 200 view mark. So congratulations, Anthony. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Oh, Mr. Flickster. Yeah, yeah, that's him. That's him down there in the image. So yeah, he just went to his first convention as a working journalist. So he was working the convention as a member of the press, and that was a lot of fun. He said he was amazed by everything. He got to go, he got to go to the back of everything. So, hi, bud, how are you? So he got to go to the back, to meet the panelists, and he got to meet the celebrities, in backstage, and get to talk to him and interview him. He said it was really surreal. I remember the first time I went backstage. It is a surreal experience. Oh, well, you know what? I'm the oldest guy around. I think he's much younger than he appears to be. I think he's very young. Maybe mid 30s, maybe early 30s. I don't know. We definitely can ask him. Oh gosh, that would be half the channels, monkey. That confused me too. I have to. I mean, but thumbnails are awesome. I mean, look at my thumbnail. I have a picture of the cheetah. I mean, it is a pretty awesome thumbnail avatar picture. Though I do think Mark the Shark has an excellent one too, though. That smiling great white. I think that's really fun. And of course, couple pictures are awesome too, like Doug and Ava. I love that picture. You got Steven and Tony Todd. That's an awesome one right there. Let's see. Who else we got in here? You got John. You got Katie showing off popcorn. Got Eric there as an animated version of himself. All right. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Steven, for sure. I'll be I'll be watching the next I'll be watching the new Polonia movie here. New Polonia. That was a fun interview you did with Frank Durbont last Saturday. I thought it was fun. I thought the funniest part about that whole interview was when he said he stepped outside and he says, "Well, Mark likes to smoke," and I'm going like, "Okay, okay, well that's refreshing to hear that a director will fire up a blunt, fire up a fatty." That makes sense actually. If I was directing movies, I probably want to go out there and hit the bong pipe too once or twice, to soothe it out. It's like, all right. Makes Mark a lot more human. How was Amityville in space? Was it better than what you expected, Steven? Or was it the same, or what? I mean, yes, it does, doesn't it? It certainly does. This shark movie is sponsored by medical marijuana. Oh my gosh. I think Mark has become a folk legend. Okay. Okay. You know what? Of course it was. But you know what? That's the beautiful thing of it, you know? I really, really hope that everybody watches that movie for him. I really do. I really hope that I hope they watch it. Um, let's see. Which one? Who's what state is that? Who you asking me about, Monkey? Mr. Flickster? Uh, yeah, I understand, John. It's not your fault. You know that. It's not your fault. It's it's just one of those illnesses like cancer. You really, really wish that they just hurry the hell up with all the trillions of dollars poured into it. You really like to think they come up with some sort of manageable treatment. As long as you continue to take your meds, right? That's what they tell you. I'm not sure where Mr. Flixer's at. I'm not exactly sure. I do not think he's in my state. I don't think he's in Michigan. Echo. Okay. I'm hopefully going to be expecting a review from Echo for Jurassic Domination that just came out on the Asylum. That's actually one movie that I would like to get. I said that. Yes, I did. I did say it. I'd like to get that movie because the lovely Jamie Bernadette is in it, playing Colonel Ramirez. Hell yeah. Oh, oh, so is that the same father from is that the same father Bernia? Is that the same one from uh Noah's Shark? Is that Jeff Kirkendall? Jeez. That's awesome, man. No doubt. Yeah, me too, Monkey. I am too. I can't wait for that one. I wrote it down and I'm gonna keep my eye out for that one. Yeah, I had that backlog too. So my backlog, I finished the first two seasons of Man versus Food. Does that count for anything? Is that documentary? That's actually a pretty fun show. That's a fun show, but well, you couldn't do that more than a couple of years. Hell, they even had a couple of show restaurants I went to. I used to eat all the time. Iguanas Taqueria in San Jose. I used to go there all the time after a club after a night of clubbing. You head on over there, get yourself a big ass burrito. Man, good times. Hey, there he is. Mr. Flickster is here. We decided to start the show early, Mr. Flickster. See, we got 14 watching and 5 likes. If you guys could hit that like button, helps out the channel. Maybe even stop my slide. Katie dropped a couple of videos of an Independence Day parade she went to. That was really cute. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what our independence is, Mr. Flickster. I don't know what that means anymore. What does that even mean? Wow, that's a good question, John. That's actually something I should yeah. Um, wow. I would probably have to say Gettysburg is my favorite war movie. Then maybe Saving Private Ryan was second. But there's so many. There's so many good war movies I like. I love Glory, Battle of Britain, um, Go Tell the Spartans, Apocalypse Now, Platoon, um, Kelly's Heroes, Sands of Iwo Jima, Flying Leathernecks, Enemy of the Gates. That's another one. That's two. Yep. Pearl Harbor. Now that is actually one movie, Monkey. That's the one movie I did not like. I did not like Pearl Harbor at all. I did not like the new Midway movie. Did not like that. I have not seen Hamburger Hill in a long time, but I do remember it. Came out after Platoon, and I do remember it being very good. I have not seen Lone Survivor yet. I have not seen Lone Survivor, nor have I seen American Sniper. But I have seen Enemy at the Gates. Yeah, I don't know how Hollywood screws up Midway. I really truly don't. I thought the 76 version was probably like the worst I've ever saw. And I'm going like, there's no way no one can mess up Midway worse than that. And then they released that new one, and they did. Yeah, you know what's funny, Echo, about that movie is I was actually at the theater. That came out at a midnight showing, and I went by myself to the show, and I was standing in line, to get into the theater, and there was like a group of 5 kids there, and they're all 17. They're all underage, and I had never seen this before at the theater I went to, but they actually carded them. They carded the kids. They said you have to be 18. You have to have an adult to come into this movie. It's rated R. There were 17. They weren't allowed to go in. But I said that I would take them in. I said they're with me because I thought the movie was important, and it was. It's an important movie to watch. But no, that's all. I've only been carded one time. I've only got told one time that I couldn't see a rated R movie without an adult, and that was at a theater I went to all the time. They knew us by first name because we go there every weekend. and I went down there in the midnight show and got dropped off to see the movie, and they said that we couldn't see it without our parents saying okay, and so we had to wave down our adult, and he had to come back there and say, yeah, that's fine. Uh, Black Hawk Down, yeah, the book is way better. The book is amazing. The book, Black Hawk Down, the book, wow, blows your mind. Another Republican folly right there, by the way. That should have never happened. That was Bush's last little effort. Bush the I don't know, the older. That was his last hurrah. He was trying to go out on a blaze of glory, so he got us into Somalia. Hey, David, how are you, sir? That was a real good movie. That whole cast was great. Ed Harris as a German sniper, he was great. Ron Perlman, Rachel Weisz. Well, I never got carded after I was 15 years old because I already had gray hair. Yeah, yes, Band of Brothers. I'm looking for that. Actually, I'm looking for that. I did get the Pacific. I got the Pacific, and I watched that, and I thought the Pacific was outstanding. Uh, Rami Malek steals that whole steals that whole series. Okay, look who flew in upside this time, not upside down, right side up. Al Lucard. Also, he was on he's also half of the Midnight Society, crushing it last night, crushing it. It was funny. I caught a little bit of your Tubi of your Tubi Tubi video, Al. And actually, there was a movie that I was already watching. It was right below one of the movies you were talking about, and I'm watching it. I was watching the movie right underneath it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll be putting up my new. I'll be putting a new Tubi up tomorrow because I'll be reviewing the fourth episode of A Man Called Hawk. Um, so I'm watching. I'll be putting that up tomorrow, and then I will be promoting Mr. Flickster. Mr. Flickster will be on tomorrow night on Eight Questions with at 8 p.m. So I'm really looking forward to that. Have I seen Spielberg's Lincoln? No, I have not watched that. I have not watched that, nor have I watched The Conspirator. Yeah, we're gonna have fun tomorrow. We're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. I should tell everybody else what else we got going on the first week here. So after Mr. Flickster on tomorrow night, we have a young actress named Ruby Lott will be with us. Yeah, I haven't seen. I haven't even seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer yet. I couldn't watch that movie because our good buddy here is in here. You know, because we can't be having any bat killers here. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? I'm down for that, John. I'm down for that. That's part of life. The movie, John. I mean, there's yeah. That's right. Don't piss off Al Lucard, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss. Don't get him fired up. Oh no, Katie. Don't. Vampire Killer was okay. Okay, she said it was just okay. How many bats died in the movie? That's terrible. Oh, yeah. Now I still haven't seen 1917 yet. Um, though I did see Sergeant York. I have not seen Dunkirk. I have them. I haven't watched them. I heard Dunkirk is quite excellent. Dunkirk was wow, that was a near thing. I tell you that right there. A whole world would have changed on a heartbeat if the British weren't able to get off the beach. And but they could have ended the war a lot sooner, except that they sent back the French to die. That was not good. That's a good question, Katie. When is the next switching hour? Uh, my favorite time of history. Well, as far as living goes, I would sit there and say 1998 to 2013. That would be it. As far as to look at to read about, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's ever been really. History's been so much. I don't know. I mean, Valkyrie was really good. Colonel Stauffenberg, who tried to stop Hitler. Uh, you know what? People say he failed in his mission. Stauffenberg failed in his mission to kill Hitler. Actually, I disagree on that. I think he did succeed because of his attempt and failed. It caused Hitler to become so paranoid that he killed one of his best generals in General Edwin Rommel, saved tens of thousands of American lives. Indirectly. Because he forced Rommel to kill himself. He said, if you don't do that, we'll kill your family and make you watch, or you can commit suicide here. So he committed suicide. Yeah, Valkyrie is a really intense story, but it got rid of Rommel. And if Rommel was the kind of general, if he would have had what the Allies had in terms of arms, oh shit, you know, seriously, we might have never gotten past him. He was in charge of the Atlantic Wall. He was in charge of building it, all building the defenses there. So all those defenses that you saw during Saving Private Ryan, those all came from Rommel. Oh, okay. Hey, Jim, how are you, sir? Oh, that'll be nice. Have fun on that. How about you, Jim? You got any favorite war movies? Yeah, that would be that's a war movie for sure. War of the Worlds definitely includes it. Battleship Potemkin, the Northern Limit Line. That was excellent, by the way. That was a South Korean war movie between the North and the South. That was excellent. Yeah, Saving Private Ryan is definitely one of the best war films ever made. Definitely, definitely want to see Band of Brothers. I can tell you that one of the war movies I did not like at all. Hated it because of missed opportunity, and that was Red Tails. That was Red Tails was a disaster. Okay, he's a Marine in Camp Lejeune. All right, who, Mister? Why would you have to leave? You wouldn't. You shouldn't. You don't have to leave anytime. You don't have to leave. At all, monkey. What you can do is you can probably, if you have an Instagram page, you could ask him, privately. You guys could talk privately, or better yet, we could solve it here. What's going on? Why would you feel like you would need to have to leave YouTube? No one should have to leave YouTube over anything. Yes, Lucas was involved in Red Tails. Yes, and yeah, that was disaster. I did an interview with my friend Chris Buckholtz. Um, he was the technical advisor on that movie, and they didn't take any of his advice at all. Well, oh, you know what? I know where he lives at, Mr. Flickster. He lives in Canada. His name is Chris. His first name is Chris. I can't pronounce his last name, but you could ask him. I mean, he lives in Canada, and again, you shouldn't have to leave YouTube over anything. I'll have to say this, John. I have to say this. That's a blessing. That's a blessing in disguise that you weren't you didn't become a sniper. That's a really that's a devastating job and a short term life too in a battle. A lot of snipers, once the sniper becomes known, they put a lot of resources into it. And with drone warfare being going with the way the drones are being used now, being a sniper, you're not nearly as hidden as you think you are. No. He's a good guy, Monkey. Nope, nope. He's a good guy. I'm sorry you had to go through that though, buddy. That's no fun. Yeah, no. And besides, if that guy ever decided to come in our community, he'd be dealt with. You know how that works. You got to be a nice person, and Mr. Flickster is very nice person, very nice. Oh, Rochester, New York. All right, that's not too far away. It's not too far away. I can't believe this is one of the best pop-ups I've had. I had a pop-up like this in forever. I got 12 people watching. Yeah, that happens once in a while. There people come in underneath different names and stuff like that, but they always get exposed, you know? They always show their colors. So, oh, I didn't see that. Damn, monkey, I wish I would have known that. I'm sorry. I would have came over and hung out. So I'm going to drop down our playlist for the Midnight Society. And if you guys could each grab a copy of that and give us a twirl, we would really appreciate that. Um, doing playlists are pretty big here on the tube. Um, so instead of asking everybody their channel or whatnot, if you want to go ahead and drop off a playlist, you can drop off a playlist in or connect, do a playlist, and then get together with get together and like an Instagram and swap playlists and start playing each other's playlists. That really helps. That really helps. Oh, oh, brother. Oh, brother. All right, monkey. All right, this is a PG-13 show, buddy. Oh Lord. Oh my God. So there was a movie. Okay, so this is a stretch for you, right? So here's a war movie tied to this, but there was a movie. There's a movie called Spanking the Monkey. Have you? I'm not kidding you. That's the title of the movie, was Spanking the Monkey, and the actor in the movie is Jeremy Davies, who played in Saving Private Ryan. There you go. Oh, Yeah, I couldn't make it into the military because of my eyes. I have stigmatisms in my eyes. I got all the way there. I got the whole. In fact, that was the last thing they were going to do was the eye exam. That's the last thing and I went to the physical, and I did the physical, I did the psychological, I did everything else. The very last thing they did uh, was the eye exam, and the doctor looked at me, looked at my eyes, and said, "Thanks for coming. Uh, you know, you'll get your consolation prize on the way out." Yeah, that was a different movie, kind of movie though. Making them, yeah, that movie's all sorts of crazy. That movie's all sorts of crazy. What's going on, Sean? Uh, yeah, just do a pop up here. Just talking little films here. That's funny. You're kidding. Oh man. Wow. That's right. Cheetah, this is cheetah country right here. This is definitely cheetah country. I love the fact yesterday, because I didn't think he would show up, but I'm so glad that Cheetah popped up for the Adam Marcus interview. Oh, Sean, his name is Joe DiMaggio. All right. Gotta get a little baseball in there. That would be a fun thing to do. You know what? I would actually pay this. I would actually pay for this to happen. But could you imagine seeing Sean and Hobbs together watching a baseball game, like a Reds Phillies game? I pay money to see that. I would pay money to see those two watching a Reds Phillies game. I would like to see which one would talk the best trash. Hey, that's right. He married her. Yep, he definitely did. I don't know what would you rather see, Sean? Would you rather see a baseball game or a football game? Yeah, I felt bad for them. He loved her. I know. I read recently that he supposedly got physical with her. I don't believe that for a hot second. Not never, not once. He absolutely loved her. She just got there's just too much demands on her. Yeah, there's been a lot of good baseball movies. All right, all right. Let's see if I can find. So, Chris, so we should go ahead and unfriend you from Facebook then. We should go ahead and because I still got you as one of my friends. So I should just unfriend you from that page. I know they were winning today. That's for sure. Echo. I think they were winning 8-0 last I looked. Mr. Flickster, if you're still in the chat, is it are we supposed to go ahead unfriend that? Okay. All right. Yeah, that really sucks. Let me see. Must have sent me a new. I'm checking my messages now if he sent me a new one or not. Uh, yeah, that sucks. All right. I just sent you I just sent you a request, and yeah, I did. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So, what movies are you guys looking forward to seeing? Because we're about halfway through the summer season right now. Anybody else like to see Thor and Love and Thunder? Or I heard it's pretty good. I heard it's better than average. Thor and Black Adam. Uh, yeah, yeah. That Black Adam's that's gonna be really interesting. Um, I saw my first picture from this new Shazam movie, and it looks pretty serious. It does not have the kid factor in the first one. I don't think it's going to be nearly as comedic as the first one, which is good because you can't have the first Shazam connect with Black Adam the way they're portraying Black Adam. It wouldn't work. I think Black Adam is a very serious character, and he's badass. He's a complete badass. Uh, wow. They made a sequel to Night of the Living Dead. Oh my God, really? I All right, so let's talk about that. I mean, is that a movie that's still even feasible? Echo, you think that's a movie that still can it go anywhere? Yeah, you know what? The Black Adam's going to be amazing because I really hope that they, as long as they don't let The Rock run lines, run comedy lines, because Black Adam is not that kind of character. He does not spout one-liners. He is a very serious character. Actually, Shazam is too. I mean, even though I know he's Billy Batson, but you know, he comes across a little bit naive in the comics. It all depends who writes him, but I don't want to see a comedy. Like I don't want to see that. I don't want to see The Rock doing one-liners or anything else like that. Because they're setting and I'm interested to see how they play the JSA, the Justice Society of America. That's gonna be interesting. Hey Derek, how are you, sir? That would that would be a very interesting. That's right. I'm pounding the 40. Well, I'm pounding a what is it? Pour one out for my homies. Yeah, I opened the show, Derek. I sat there and said, happy Independence Day. Unless you're in Chicago. Yeah, pour one out for Chicago, right? That was some that was some Dirty Harry shit there. And today in Chicago, that was some Dirty Harry shit. I was looking for Scorpio. I'm going like, oh shit, Scorpio's brother came back for revenge. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's well done, I just think there's just so much movies, so many movies have gone between the first one to now. It's just like I just don't really feel any reason why there's a reason to do a sequel. You know, it's I just don't. Wow. What's our favorite animal film? Well, I mean, like a horror film, creature feature. Mine would be Grizzly, but if I was going to say just a regular movie, uh, the Incredible Journey would be one. Uh, where the red fern grows. Um, Cujo. Cujo will be one of my favorites. Uh, yeah, Crawl, get Alligator, Primeval, Jurassic Park. Um, as far as that goes, wow. I mean, there's been so many good ones. Marley and Me. Um, that's really Turner and Hooch. That was really good. But I have to sit there and really say though that Cujo is really high up on my list. I Cujo is just such a heartbreaking story to me. It's such a sad story. It's not a horror movie. And that movie, you call that a horror movie? It's not. It's not. It's not a horror movie in the traditional sense. It's not. It's not about Dee Wallace and her little boy. It's about the dog. The dog. He's the victim. Orca. Yeah, Orca was really good. Kingdom of the Spiders. Excellent choice. Cats and Dogs is awesome. Yes, the book is really sad. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely felt that he punished the mom in the first book in the book. He definitely felt like Stephen King he punished the wife. Yep, Cat's Eye. That's another good. That's another great one. Has a hero cat in it. The Lion King. The original one, not the remake. Though I mean, some people could say it's animation, but Cats and Dogs is awesome though. That was funny as hell. Uh, wow, that's a yeah. That's of course you have to mention there's wow there's other ones you got. I guess there's more comedy animal movies than not. Um, what was it? One there's one called there's one called The Journey of Llewellyn Davis. I think that has one in it. Has a cat. Hell yeah, you know that's right. Sleepwalkers was a weird movie though. That was a weird movie. Weird movie. That'll be cute. The DC League of Super Pets. Yeah, that'll be really cute. Got cat people. Well, any movie with the werewolves in it, that's a dog. Really, basically, it just turns into a dog or a wolf. So that's you got to look at that into that. You had you had like the bug movies, like the Swarm, the Bee Girls with John Saxon. Oh boy, we knew that was coming. We knew that was coming. Well, you know, kaiju's are animal in the one in Godzilla's Revenge. Yeah, Cats 2019. So we see Judy Dench's butthole, blood claws. God. Well, you have all the shark movies out there too. I mean, besides Jaws. What else? Night of the Living Dead 2. Wow, I never even, I didn't know they were doing that. Hell, I don't know you know what's funny? I'll tell you what's funny. I bet you that Night of the Living Dead 2 probably makes it out before Terrifier 2. The DC League of Super Pets comes out on the 29th of July. Wow, Bullet Train's coming out in August. What? Oh shit! Hell no! Oh hell no! They made another Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Superhero. Oh Lord, have mercy, God, please save us from Dragon Ball Z. Hey Charles, how are you, sir? Yes, finally. It's been so long. It took so long for that movie to get out. And they're going to release it in October, I hear. I hear they're actually going to release it in October. Yeah, that sucks. It's a shame. It's a shame that a Romero never got his rights back. That's the reason I think. Yeah. Well, it's just like a name of a city is a public is considered public domain too. A city's name cannot be trademarked. That's why we have all the Amityvilles. Yeah, you know you feel sorry for him too because you know what? If that wouldn't have been public domain, if he would have been kept, if he would have had the rights to that, you know he would have been so freaking rich after the zombie explosion took off. And he did make a ferocious movie though. The original Dawn of the Dead, man, that was ferocious, ferocious. Though I do say I still like the remake better though, but the first Dawn of the Dead was top drawer as far as the effects go. The acting wasn't very good, but the acting on the remake is much better. Holy shit! Thank you for coming by, Lily. Hi, Craig. Did a Criterion put out a Dawn of the Dead? Did they do a they did Dawn of the Dead 78 or they do Night of the Living Dead Criterion? Wow. At least I know Criterion would pay money to his estate. Yeah. Now, how what does everybody think of the series? Is the series been has the series been good? That's a shame too, because I know Fangoria was all over that movie when it was being made. In fact, they posted a picture in the magazine of the scene where the woman gets her head shot or the guy gets his head shot off, blown up like scanner wise. I remember they posted that picture in Fangoria, and the fans just they ate that shit up. They were so excited for that movie. Hell yeah, monkey! You got that, and Scream Six too. No, no, no Halloween, no Scream Six talk. Oh my god, I'm so fucking sick of those two movies. People have just talked that shit to death. I'm just being honest. I'm not hiding that. Holy cow! The electrician had a Slurpee. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna fire up a live stream and report that. Scream Six electrician has a Slurpee. Does that mean Nev's coming back? Come watch my live stream. Like, okay, I get it. People like the movie, but don't powder it. Yep. I think everybody's starting to get tired of that shit. No, nobody wants to hear it. There's no suspense for that movie. It's not even out yet, and I already feel like I've watched it like 50 times. This is zombie fatigue. It's zombie fatigue, and I don't know why AMC still insisting on doing insisting on doing new Dawn of the Walking Dead shit. It's like it's over with. People are done with it. Let it die a death. Let some time pass. No, I no. You know what? Scream. Honest to God, Scream should have been just a single movie. It worked as just as a standalone movie. It really did. It worked as a standalone. I got a few seasons of The Walking Dead. I think I got like three or four of the seasons, and I got the first season of Fear the Walking Dead. So I still want to see it. I just still haven't gotten it together yet. I haven't gotten all the seasons yet. What's up, John? How was your show last night? I think it's on Sci-Fi Channel, Derek. It's on Sci-Fi Channel. Now the Sci-Fi Channel series, they've actually done some good stuff there. They did The Magicians. That was actually a pretty decent show. Oh yeah. Well, now it's being pounded to death. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. I'll be sending you the link during the day. Sorry about your channel too. That really sucks. Your Facebook, that really sucks. But thanks for sharing that with us too. Uh, I'm still waiting for them to release season 3 of Stranger Things. They released the first 2 seasons out, and they never released the third season. Couldn't understand that at all. Oh, thank you to everybody who showed up for my premiere. I don't know if anybody showed up for that or not. I did a premiere of my To Be Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, man, you start to get some seriously good guests now, John. Yeah, Wild Eye is a acquired taste. Um, there are some good movies though. I will tell you, I can send you a little list of movies that are definitely worthy. Um, that are good. I mean, there's not that many of them, but there are some really good ones out there. As far as serious films go, I would definitely have them in my collection. Not a problem. We're trying. We're trying. I got Crystal Lowe coming up on the 28th, John, from Final Destination 3 and Wrong Turn 2, Black Christmas remake. Those two girls in Final Destination 3 are my two favorite screen queens. Crystal Lowe and Shellen Simmons. Let's see. If we ever do a premiere at a theater, I'll rent a tux. I'll be the only one who wants to hit the broom. Yeah, yeah, it does help. I have to admit, it does help when you talk to the actors involved. You do see the movies at a different angle. Uh, have a good day, Lily. Tell your dad we say hello. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, I'm pretty jacked. That's the biggest. That's gonna be the biggest name I've ever had so far. That's my biggest guest name so far. And I just had. Well, yesterday was my biggest. I'm starting to put them together now, John. Starting to put them together. Paul Green and now Adam Marcus. So we're trying to get up there. Of course we had Sadie Katz on there. Um, I think we caught lightning in the bottle when we interviewed Meredith Moeller. I predict big things for that girl. Someone's gonna find that girl real soon and take her places. Meredith Moeller has a bright future. Uh, what? Oh, right on. Oh, right on. Final Destination 3. That's right. Yes, on the extra. That's right. Yeah, you could pick a. You could like you could make a choice and find out what happened to you. I think you die in everything but one. I think only one pick do you live, but otherwise you die at the rest of them. Yeah, different death. Now, what I like. I mean, I think the first three movies, the Final Destination, are they're just lights out. They're lights out. The second one's really great. The first one's really great. The third one's really great. I have not seen the last two, four and five. Oh, you know, for what it was, I mean, because again, you have, like we mentioned this yesterday, but was the fact that he got really put in a really hard spot. Any writer director that got put in writing a Jason movie after he died got put in a hard spot. Those movies were the hardest ones to make. Hey, Cody Ray. But yeah, I heard the last one was pretty bad. I think they're trying to complete the whole series, but yeah, it's probably not the way to do it. I do know the first three though are lights out though. Holy shit. I would actually dare say, I mean, I could be wrong at this, but I dare say you could throw out the first three Final Destinations against any three movies of any franchise, and they're gonna match up well. I definitely think Final Destination is a lot better than Scream. Definitely, I'll definitely call that out right here, right now. I would take the Final Destination over Scream any day, all day. So I do think what really but final and a lot of people agree with this, but I think where Final Destination I think what keeps it from being an elite franchise is the fact they didn't keep Tony Todd in it. If they would have had Tony Todd as Death in every one of those movies, we're talking like that's the elite. That we'd be talking about Final Destination like we do Jason and Michael. You had that when they didn't keep Tony Todd in there, they lost it because he was awesome. Yeah, I enjoy Final Destination a lot more. I think the premise of the first one is outstanding. I thought the first kill of the foreboding of the second one is one of the best of all time, one of the best scenes in horror of all time. And I think that the kills in the third Final Destination 3, the kills in Destination 3 are amazing. Yeah, I just couldn't understand that. When as soon as you saw him in the first two movies, I mean, he gave such a presence to the movies, and then they took him out of it, and it was just like I really think it really hurt the series. See, I think that Tony Todd could have been that face for sure. I'm with you, Derek. You're right. See, I think that's why they needed a face to go along. Like everybody has a face in all the elite franchises. Everybody has a face. You know, hell no. Tony Todd, no way. What's something is when you start thinking about an actor like Tony Todd, and you start thinking about all the roles that he's done, and he's been so good for so long that it's easier to talk about the roles that maybe he misfired than it is than anything else because every role he's done, and he's so underrated. He's so underrated. he made The Crow go. I rewatched The Crow that long ago, and there is Tony Todd carrying, stealing every scene he was in. Now I'll say this too. After rewatching, yep, he's just so good. The remake of Dawn of the Dead, 1990s. Yes, Kern. That's right. He was excellent in Kern. And yep, he was a badass there too. But that's the one I was talking about, Cody. Right there. Yep. Tony Todd is definitely he's definitely. I mean, that's what I could not. I just again, it's one of those things. It's like I don't. Sometimes you just don't wonder. You just wonder how Hollywood works, because it's like you remake Candyman. The only reason why you remake Candyman, the only reason why it works that you're able to do that is because of Tony Todd. If Tony Todd hadn't done Candyman and then hadn't gone out and become just an iconic, we wouldn't be talking about Candyman. We just wouldn't. But because of that, because of Tony Todd's performance, we are. And then he gets put in the last movie in the remake for 5 seconds. I'm just like, I just don't get it. I truly don't understand that. Give the man give him a good payday. Give him a fucking payday. I have it, John. I haven't watched it yet. I'm just I know I heard it was a good movie. I heard it was good, so I know it's good. But I'm still pissed off the fact they didn't put him in it. They should have made him into a main character, but he's there in like the last 30 seconds of the movie. I can't tell you how disappointed I am. But I did hear that the I did hear the new Candyman is worthy. I hear it's a good movie. So, and I've heard it from a lot of different sources. So I mean, I did pick it up when I got a chance to, but still, oh yeah, we should have did a Candyman train. Everybody aboard the Candyman train. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. We'll rock it till what time we'll rock it till we'll keep going till 1 o'clock. I gotta put my banners out for my interview with film director, screenwriter, and Tom Joleffe from he's over from England, and then of course Crystal. No, I yeah. Well, that's the thing is though, it's like it's insulting to do that. That's why if he wasn't, it's the only reason I was going to go see the movie was I was going to go see it because he was in the movie. That was the only reason I wanted to see it. Was like it's like if you're going to recast him or you're not going to have him in the movie, I thought they were just going to use him. I actually thought it was going to be a passing of the torch. I thought that his Candyman would come in there then his character would pass on his powers and abilities to the new Candyman, to the new one, and then he would just go off and find his reward, and then the new one could come on in and then carry on the franchise, to pass him the torch. But they didn't even do that. They just put him at the very end. No, I don't think it's going to be really great either. I don't think. I mean, I think it's going to be serviceable. I mean, when I watch it, I'm sure I'm going to like it, but I'm not going to be jumping up and down about it. Obviously, I never was going to be jumping up and down on it. I mean, it could be outstanding to me, and I'm still not going to jump up and down about it because I don't think Tony Todd got a fair shake. Sammy Davis Jr. is your Candyman. You know what? That's funny you mentioned that because I actually picked up a copy of that, Jim. I picked up a copy of the Rat Pack, that the movie that they had on HBO, the one with Roy Liotta and Don Cheadle. I actually got a copy of that. It's pretty good so far. Right. That's how I thought it would be too. I thought it would be, one Candyman was be he would just pass on to the new one, pass the torch. I didn't think it'd just be the one immortal one. Where do they put it? On a B? The second, oh my God, really? Well, why would they do something like that? That's the guy who created the character. Wow. Not less, I guess, not less, unless Clive Barker was barking about it. If he was saying, I didn't hear anything about Clive Barker, saying yay or nay about it. Well, everybody knows it's Clive Barker. Did you see Nope yet? I heard, I guess they're saying now it's more like a horror comedy. Now people are like saying, "Wait, whoa, hey, Nope." Oh, that's funny. My impression of Nope, it sort of reminded me of maybe like a Outer Limits episode. It looked like maybe like the setting of the movie. It seemed like it was like they're in a ranch, and that whole part of the country got picked up. Oh, they talk about everything. I mean, look at Halloween Ends and Scream Six. They're not coming out, and yet people are talking those two movies to death. But I guess they released the last trailer, and the last trailer, it looks like to be like they're playing it more for a horror comedy. Oh, me too. I definitely want to check it out. I I want to see it. Me, I like Jordan Peele. I like to see what he does. I'm always interested in seeing what he does. I think it's really awesome. You go back to their comedy show, and there's horror all throughout that comedy show. He loved horror from the very first on the very first. But I also don't think it's very fair that he gets all the extra pressure on there because he's Jordan Peele too. It's like, wow, wow. So you're gonna put the pressure on him to make a horror movie? I liked it too. Yeah, at least he's trying it. At least he's trying something new, and he's putting commentary into it, which is fine. I mean, you can't sit there and cry. I mean, I see people crying because Jordan Peele puts commentary into his movies, and yet these are the same fuckers that don't realize that George Romero, that's all he did in every movie. Oh, I like George Romero. He's cool. Oh yeah, but he was making social commentary in his movies. Oh, well, Jordan Peele does the same thing. Oh, I hate him. Yeah, I would like to know why the what happened to the second season of the Twilight Zone, and what like what happened to it. I didn't expect it to be canceled after two seasons, but that's what happened. Well, even Creepshow had a couple. Yeah, I mean, even though that was Stephen King, but they still have some commentary into that, especially that last story with E.G. Marshall and the bugs. Yep, yep. I was just admiring that guy. He was exercising his freedom to go out there and then snipe those guys off the roof. Um, yeah, there really was. It was a really yeah. You have the elite set with Hal Holbrook and Adrian Barbeau. You had the Lonely Death of Geordie Varden, uh, uh, poor rural area. Creep Show, that was the super rich. Yeah, there's some commentaries on that. First one with Ed Harris, um, the one with Leslie Nielsen and Ted Danson about fidelity. I mean, Stephen King has written about a lot of. He's made a lot of commentary in his books. A lot of commentary. Rage, The Stand, Long Walk, The Running Man. Still the most, oh, just the most badly adapted of his stories. Horribly adapted. Yeah, I love the first Creep Show. Getting ready to rewatch The Bone Collector. I have not seen that movie, and I can't remember when. I saw it when it came out at the theater. It was one of Angelina Jolie's first roles, and she played with Denzel Washington. and Queen Latifah, and I have not seen it for a long time. But that is the movie I'm doing for Dollar Tree Theater this week. You guys voted for that, so we're watching. Yes, I did read Rage. Rage is really good, real good. That was one of the Bachman books. But The Long Walk was my favorite one. The Long Walk was amazing, even though it had a shitty ending. But up to the shitty ending, it was an amazing book. The ending made zero sense. But man, that book, that story, though, was wow. Yeah, I found it at the library. And I remember, and I remember a couple of years ago, I think they made it. Try to NBC tried to make a series out of it. Um, with Russell Hornsby from Grimm. I couldn't understand that because I don't know how you can make a series out of that book. Not a long-term series. Since he sold he's a quadriplegic, and it's sort of like hell. Even Ironside got around more than he did. I just didn't know how they could carry that. I don't know how you can make that show work. Yeah, it creeped me out too. That's a really scary book. Yeah, I got an old copy of the Bone Collector. I guess they never reissued it, but they didn't reissue it. But I got the old copy when it came out when it first came out. So, but I was a little bit confused when they made it try to make it into a TV series. I love that. I would like to go. That would be a museum I would like to go see. I've seen a few. I've seen we got the Yankee Air Museum out here. I haven't been out there in years though, but we have the Yankee Air Museum out here. I've been to uh a couple of battlefields. I've been to the River Raisin battlefield. And then I went to of course I went to Gettysburg. Um and then we went to the Smithsonian. We saw some of the planes in the Smithsonian, and they went to the Wright Patterson Air Museum in Dayton, Ohio. That's an amazing museum. I'm just seeing what else is coming up soon. Uh, just, Beast is coming out. That's with Idris Elba. He's facing off against Lions. Um, yeah, that's interesting about that movie. They originally they had to go in there and change that movie. A Beast. They had to make they had to make it into lions. Originally there was supposed to be cheetahs, but they did a test screening and people were too scared. I mean, they did one of those focus, like, what do you think of this movie, that type of thing. And the people there were so terrified about seeing cheetahs They had to go in there and give put lines in there. Yes, Friday will be happening. Friday will be happening. I'll send you the link. You know what? That said, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down. That was a lot of fun. Doing pop ups like this, a lot of fun. Glad you guys came out and supported me. Um, you know what I'm thinking about? What do you think about 10 or 11, Derek? 10 o'clock maybe. I'll ping you on. I'll ping you on Instagram, and we'll figure out a time. Yeah, that way we catch everybody. Thanks for coming out, Charles. I appreciate it. All right. So if you're new to the channel, I'm supposed to say this. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. That would really be helpful. And then after we are done, if you guys can come back and drop a comment or two, that would be awesome as well. I'm gonna have to go catch up on everybody's comment. Um, Thank you guys all for coming out. Like I said, I don't do these as often as I used to, but they're a lot of fun and like doing them. And I will see some of you tomorrow at 8 o'clock for our interview with Mr. Flickster. Yes, I will also be sending you a link to that, John, too. Yep, definitely will be doing that. All right, guys. We will talk at you soon. Be safe, and we'll see you soon tomorrow. Peace.